previous video, we learned about the select and where statements and how to use them. In this video, we are going to learn about order by, and, or, and not. Also, in the previous video, we learned that if we want to run only part of a query, we can select that part of the code and click the execute button. As you can see, the product table has 295 records. We want to filter the rows where the product category ID is equal to 6. For this, we use this query. When we run the query, we can see that the result is reduced to 43 records. Now, when we want to sort the displayed rows based on the values of a column, we use the order by statement. The order by clause is written after the where clause. Here I write order by and I want to sort the data based on the product model ID column. When we run the query, the rows are now sorted correctly. 25, 26, 27, 28, and so on. We can also sort the more than one column. For example, we can also add a size column. To do this, we add a comma after the first column name and then write the second column name. One important point to remember is that SQL first sort the data based on the first column after order by. Rows with the same values in the column are treated as a group. Then SQL sorts those rows based on the second column. For example, all rows with product model ID equal 25 are grouped together. Inside this group, the size values are sorted: 44, 48, 52, 56, 62. After that, SQL moves to the next group where product model ID equal 26 and sorts the sizes there as well. This process continues until the end of the result. There is no limit to the number of columns you can use in order by. You can add as many columns as you need, separated by commas. The next statement we'll learn is AND, which means both conditions must be true. To filter data, we use where with column name and values. Now, if we want to filter using more than one column, we can use and or. First, let's look at AND. For example, I want to see results where product category ID is 6 and the color is red. So I use and write the second condition. Remember, text values must be written inside quotes. Here I write red and run the query. Now, number of rows is reduced to 20. There is no limit to how many conditions you can use. Let's add one more condition. I write and again, and this time I want only rows where product model ID is 25. When I run the query, the result is reduced to 5 rows. So the final conditions are product category ID equal 6, color equal red, and product model ID equal 25. The next statement is OR, which means at least one condition must be true. First, I select all rows and run the query. As you can see, the table has 295 rows. Now I want to filter rows where product category ID is 6 or product model ID is 20. I use the OR keyword and run the query. Now we see 49 records. Some rows do not have product category ID equal 6, but they have product model ID equal 20. That is because OR returns rows where any one of the conditions is true. This is the difference between and OR. And all conditions must be true, or only one condition need to be true. We can also combine and OR together. For example, I want results where product category ID equals 6 and product model ID equal 25 or product model ID equal 26. When we run this query, SQL first checks the condition inside the parentheses. It selects rows where product model ID is 25 or 26. Then, because we used AND, it filters those results again to keep only rows where product category ID is 6. So in the final result, product category ID is always 6 and product model ID can be 25 or 26. The last statement we learn in this video is not. In the previous video, we learned about between, which is used to filter values in a range. For example, I want to filter the product table where product model ID is between 2 and 6. When I run the query, we get 28 rows. Now, if I want to see rows that are not in this range, I use not before between. When I run the query, we can see that product model ID values are not between 2 and 6. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video, we will learn about insert, update, and we will also talk about null and what it means. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to get updates for new videos.